Hello, it's Thursday, I believe the 22nd of December 2022. I'm sitting here just outside of a Starbucks, and I thought I'd give you an update on my opinion of how the whole virus thing's going here in Shenzhen. Keep in mind, it's just an opinion. This is all opinion, so before I say anything else, let me say one thing, that I hate masks. I hate wearing masks, and now I'm wearing an N95 all the time, which is because it's better protection, it's obviously a little more difficult to breathe through, but that's what I'm using now, and it's constantly giving me the cotton mouth. It seems like different parts of the country, people are taking it differently. It may be that they have varying degrees of severity in different areas, but here in Shenzhen, I had about a 2-kilometer walk to get here. And I would say that 99.9% of people who aren't stuffing something into their face like food or a cigarette have their mask on. Everyone's wearing a mask, but it's like everyone at this point knows somebody who has the virus or who has had the virus recently. Up until just a few days ago, I never knew anyone that actually had the virus. Now I know of a 2-year-old that's basically high fever to the point that it's dangerous and needs hospitalization. I did see a story come across WeChat today. I mean, who knows how true these things are, or where these stories come from, or if they could be backed up. But a 14-year-old who got the virus, and then after a few days was feeling better, was out playing basketball and dropped dead. I was on the subway yesterday, and about 5 o'clock at night, which is usually standing room only, everybody's getting off work, and all the seats were taken on the subway, but there was very few people standing. So I would say it was at about 60% normal capacity for that time of day. Basically, a lot of businesses are closed right now, and I got some video of a theater that I went to today. I'm going to stick in here. Sorry that parts of it are going to be a little dark, but it's a theater. What do you expect? But I'm going to show you what that looks like. Well, the theater's open, but there's no people. There's not even somebody watching the entrance to the theater. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an empty theater. Oh, there's 2 people up there. So you get the whole theater to yourself. This is playing the same movie, I think. Must have started at a different time. Got 3 people in here.
You are brother of Turku.
All Navi people know the story, but we Mektayin are not at war.
Same movie. It's in 3D, obviously.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Oh, this one's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Maybe this has got about 30 people in here. And this one, it's the biggest one.
Who has been asked?
So I don't know if that means anything, if it's better. So that one probably has the biggest screen. It's definitely the biggest seating area. Maybe the sound is even better. Let's see what we got going here. Nothing. This one's not even on. This one's nothing, it's dark. No movie. This one's actually locked closed. There's a lock on the door. Open door policy here at the theater. I posted a video earlier today about going over to the hospital for some business, and if you watch that video, you can see that there's no checks anymore for PCR tests at all. No 48, no 24 hour, no nothing. And I got to say about all these checks, okay, I am really enjoying it, going into malls and shopping, any shopping places, going into different communities, that you can still see the scanners there, but you can just walk past them. In a lot of cases, there's not even security there anymore, which, it's good. It's a good feeling, and it's nice to be able to walk past those things. But I got to tell you, when you get on the subway, it feels almost weird that there's somebody standing there, a security guard, standing in the position that they would typically in the past ask to see your PCR test. And now the guy is still there, but you can just walk past him. You almost want to pull up your health code. But like I said, it just feels a little weird getting on the subway. Everywhere else, it's a nice thing. It's a good thing to walk past all those places that used to check for your PCR test. So the city seems to be accepting all the new rules and the new changes, but like I said, people are being very careful. I watched a video yesterday from Jason, Living in China, I believe is the channel. And as I mentioned earlier, maybe things are different in different parts of the country and different severity, but what I saw him doing, basically acting like there's, it's nothing, and walking about with no mask on. And I'm not an expert on this, but to my knowledge, you can shed this virus before it shows any symptoms, and some people never even show any symptoms. They're asymptomatic and they have the virus. So if you're not wearing a mask, you're going around spreading it to other people, some who may get very sick. Other people think that everyone's going to get the virus. It's possible, but they say that the later you get it, the weaker it will be. Anyway, in Jason's video, where he's saying it's nothing and that the majority of people, I think he said, or a lot of people, at least he said, are not wearing masks, I saw that he struggled to even find people, which should be some indication to him that this illness is something to be taken seriously. So it's something to be taken seriously for now, and protect yourself. When I see 99.9% of the people here in Shenzhen walking down the street wearing masks, even people that are alone and not really near other people, they're still wearing masks. It shows me that likely none of those people have had the virus, and none of them want to get it. And in some ways, it makes you almost miss the days when we were doing PCR tests every day. And even though most of the time we wore a mask, you could look around and you knew that nobody around you had the virus. Now, it's like anyone around you could have the virus, and it could be passing it on. So it seems to be spreading through different areas pretty quick. I've heard of different offices where they have 50% attendance because 50% of the people are sick, and it might sweep through the rest of the office, shortly after, if people have gone into work and touched stuff or breathed on other people or whatever. So, but I guess the good side of it is this is not a long-term thing, or it's not once you get the virus, that's it. This is a short-term thing. It's 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 weeks, and then all those people should be back to work. I think there's a suspicion that some of the, if there's 50% of people out of work, I think there's a suspicion that some of them are basically not sick, but just claiming that they are to be able to get the time off. And there's likely some of that going on as well. Yesterday on a WeChat conversation, somebody said to me, "Oh, you're afraid of the virus." What does that even mean? It's an illness. Who wants to get an illness? Nobody wants to get an illness. It's something that we really want to avoid if we can. How does that mean you're afraid? But what's he doing? Going around licking doorknobs? I also don't want to get hit by a car. Does that mean I'm afraid of cars? Oh, I almost forgot to mention about my gym. I did go in my gym, take a look around, popped in there. I've been avoiding going to the gym, not because I'm lazy or avoiding working out. I do enjoy actually going to the gym, but I thought I'd show you what that looks like today. This is my gym. Take a look at the attendance here. Got somebody back there. That guy's a diehard though. This music might be copyright. So I think the reason that there's nobody here at the gym is because of you don't wear a mask generally in the gym, right? And the cleaning is not at the same level as it was at one time. These two girls both work here now. They both work here. They're personal trainers. Other than that, you got that one guy there. If you're the kind of person that likes to come to the gym when nobody's there, this is the perfect time. Anyway, so this is just a few of my opinions on this roller coaster ride that we're on. Thanks for watching. See you next time.